What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster-in-chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with another episode of Serious Jank. You know, it's that kind of jank that could actually be quite serious. And, it's been about 12 days since the previous episode of Serious Jank, where we played with the Undertaker, and we were trying to flip Ormondal. Tonight, we're testing around a little bit with the Devilish Valet. If you haven't seen that card already, it's the devil that has alliance, and there's people posting screenshots on Twitter and Facebook of them doing like a bajillion damage to poor Sparky or some unsuspecting opponent. They've all mostly gone about it using Rabble Rousing and Jetmere and that sort of stuff. I wanted to try something slightly different. But I'm still not sure if it's like as consistent. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you guys to tell. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Just simply calling it Boros Tokens. And I'm going to do the usual. I'll take it from the top. I'll try and describe the deck to the best of my ability for you guys from left to right. I'm going to go through all of the various play lines and interactions. Then we're going to jump into some gameplay footage, and hopefully I'll get to show off as many of those play lines and interactions for you as humanly possible. And then we'll jump back in at the end with my final thoughts, overall deck review, and if we make any adjustments and modifications to the deck along the way, then towards the end is usually when I talk about it, so stick around. So, we've got 3 copies of Boon of Safety. This is really 100% only in here to make sure that when we do play the Devilish Valet and we're trying to go for the combo kill, that if the opponent, Vanishing Verse still the biggest problem, of course, but because Boon of Safety ain't going to save you from that. But if you've got an opponent that's running things like your Infernal Grasps or whatever, then you can at least protect your Devilish Valet and actually get it to go through for the full damage. So of course we've got the Rabble Rousing. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? It's the best way to do that, but it's not the only way that we're going to be winning games here. There's plenty of just typical shenanigans that tokens decks can do. You're just flooding the board with an insane amount of little dorky guys, and they could potentially get really, really big with winning announcement. But anyway, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. We've got some removal in the form of Lantern Flare, which is very underplayed. But in a deck like this that's trying to go incredibly wide, I think it's actually pretty good. It's one of these cleave cards from Crimson Vow. So you can either just pay 2 mana, instant speed, 1 and a white, and it does X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. Where X is the number of creatures you control. But then if you cast it for its cleave cost, you remove the stuff in the square brackets, and so then it's X and 1 white and 1 red. So you can dump all your mana into it regardless of your board state, and also just do that damage to creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. So it's like removal, life gain, rewards you for going wide, rewards you if you have a lot of mana, and just I think pretty sweet little spell here. One that I would have thought might have seen a little bit more play. Then we've got Sunset Revelry, more life gain, more creature tokens, also potentially a little bit of card draw. All in all, if you can get the thing to go off fully and you get all 3 options, it's just an insane amount of value for 2 mana. You've all played against this, probably against your more typical sort of Azorius control type players. You just get to stall the game a little further. That 4 life is nothing to scoff at. Even if you just get 2 of the modes, it's already pretty good. So full playset of Sunset Revelry makes sense in my opinion. Which brings us to our 3 drops. We've got a full playset of Wedding Announcement. Again, probably you've seen this a million times at this point. Poops out a little 1/1 every turn. If you attack with 2 creatures, you get to draw a card, and then eventually it flips into Wedding Festivity, and you get an Anthem effect, which gives all your creatures +1/+1. Then Devilish Valet. So far, you've just seen things like that, like you have a Devilish Valet, you cast a Sunset Revel, you get 2 humans. Whoopee, it's going to double its power twice. That's not going to get anywhere. So don't play this on turn 3. This is the type of card that needs to sit in your hand until the exact moment and then you cast it when you're ready to do your combo. And you'll have to have a Boon of Safety in hand, a Devilish Valet in hand, and a Rabble Rousing on the battlefield. Only then do you actually cast the Valet and hope that the opponent doesn't have Vanishing Burst. But we'll get to the Valet in a second. Then we've got some card draw, additional card draw. Big score, why not? It's probably the best in these colors. You get to make some treasures as well, potentially ramping us into some bigger and greater things. So I've gone for a full place at a big score. I don't know, maybe we could play something else in the slot, but card draw is always good, right? And Sunset Revelry and the occasional card draw off of Wedding Announcement isn't enough, in my opinion. So big score, doing the trick. Then, full play set, Stensia Uprising. Beginning of your end step, you create a 1/1 red human creature token. Then, if you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice it and do 7 damage to any target. So also another sort of alternate win con, potentially. If you've gotten the opponent down a little bit, you can go damage to face. But it's also to any target. You can also take out creatures, planeswalkers, you name it. So it's pretty nice. And, you know, against certain matchups, this sort of like relentless 1/1s popping out of everything every turn, just getting in the way of the opponent's creatures attacking, is enough to stall the game, until at which point we can get to our 5-drops where the real juice happens, right? We've got Rabble Rousing, 3 copies. This is the one that I would love to try and find a way to get a 4th copy in. Maybe even Stensia is the one to trim, or like one of the big scores, or maybe one of the valets. We'll have to see during tonight's gameplay footage, but I would rather have 5, because it is really good, obviously. It's got Hideaway 5, which means you look at the top 5 cards of your library, you get to pick one and exile it face down underneath Rabble Rousing. And then whenever you get 10 creatures on the battlefield, you get to cast that card for free. Now, the card that we're mostly trying to get underneath Rabble Rousing is Explosive Singularity. But it's not the only way that we're going to get to cast it. You know, when you've gone wide enough, if you top deck this in the late game, if you've got even just 5, 6, 7 creatures and a bunch of lands, you can quite easily, because its cost gets reduced by 1 colorless for each creature that you tap. So, you know, Rabble Rousing, the creatures that come out of it when you're attacking with your other creatures are untapped. And often you're left with like plenty of untapped little citizens, and you can just tap them down to reduce the cost of Singularity. I've many times with this deck cast it for just 2 red mana, and it's so much fun. You just go 10 damage to face. But if we exile it underneath Rabble Rousing with Hideaway and then get it to trigger and you get to cast it for free, that's of course even better. Then 3 copies of Burn on the House. We did need a sweeper. We've only really got Lantern Flare and Burn on the House for our removal, so use it sparingly. But in a deck like this, where we've also just wanted to flood the board with tokens, the second mode is quite nice. You're making the little devils. It's also can be a nice thing to exile under Rabble Rousing. You never know, because, you know, it's a bit of a random hit and miss thing, this. And there's only 3 copies of the Singularity. You're often going to just find something else to put underneath it. So yeah, maybe Burn on the House could be a good option there as well. And then top end, Explosive Singularity, which I've already discussed. So the Devilish Valet is only really going to work with the Rabble Rousing, but if you can just get 1 or 2 Wedding Announcements to flip, and you're pooping out like 3 3s every turn with your Stensia Uprisings, oftentimes you don't need the combo kill. You can just win with the bunch of, like, you know, just going super duper wide and maybe getting an Explosive Singularity off at the opponent. Sometimes we can just chip them down with little 1/1s and 2/2s until we can get a Stensia Uprising to go off and slam them in the face with that. You know, there's plenty of ways to win, and of course we've also got some creature lands here in the mana base that can help us with that. We've got a couple of Eiganjos, a couple of Crucibles, and the rest are just duels and basics as usual. So I hope it's clear what we're trying to do. Hopefully tonight we'll get to see the combo go off, where you know, basically you need to have at least 5 creatures on the board for the Rabble Rousing to trigger straight away the turn it enters the battlefield. If you've managed to, with your Wedding Announcement, Sunset Revelry, Stensia, to get 5 creatures on the board, and then you play your Rabble Rousing and you attack, you get a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token for each attacking creature. So with 5, you'd make another 5, which makes it 10, which triggers the Rabble Rousing. Of course, if you've got the Devilish Valet down, when that happens, then it just gets completely bonkers. But yeah, simple dimple, easy peasy. Boros Tokens. Well, let's jump into some games. This is definitely unranked ladder type of stuff for shizzle. So let's take it there. We've got some alchemy cards coming for Streets of New Capenna on the 4th of June. I'm considering dipping my toe back in the alchemy format. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. I'll put up a poll on all my various social medias to get more direct feedback from you guys other than just in the comment section. But if you could start by letting me know what you think about this idea, then when the cards come, maybe we'll splurge out and get some alchemy going, because we're only going to get a new standard set in September. Definitely looking at some Explorer stuff. Yeah, okay, I'll keep it. Hello. Couple Stensias. Not hand hate. Okay. If he drops the other one that makes you discard again, then I'll just Lantern Flare this one, so it's only... Yeah, there we go. Oh no, I can't. Oh god, that's terrible. Is there a more annoying combo of cards right now? Oh my lordy lord. Should have probably offered up the Valet there. But yeah, I had a feeling he'd probably take out the Lantern Flare. Woohoo! The full Monty. Card draw, life gain, and 2 little dudes. Sweet. I would have thought he'd gone for the Valet. Perfect. Chump blocker. Lenti chump blockers. Although I have a feeling there could be Vanishing Verse, also maybe some Invoke Despair. I hate this kind of stuff so much, man. It's really dull. No! And hate. Just... Yay, boy. Stensia. Nice. Ah! Got it. That sucks. Okay, they'll become 2/2s. Now I can block a little more confidently. It's a decent board. Opponent seems to be bricking a little as well, which is great. Here comes the verse though. I have a bad feeling about that. Don't touch my announcement, please. Yeah, I get the sneaking suspicion he's got the Vanishing Verse. No? Oh, okay, that's also fine. Pretty annoying, but fine. Oh, we can't discard that. Fine. First combo piece appears out of the deck. Now we just need a land to cast it, or something that's okay to discard to big score. Give me a break, man. God. What a loser. Yeah. This kind of stuff really gets my gears going. Like, where's my hand gone? Sure. Hey, at least he's bricking. You deserve to be bricking. Can turn on our den if we want. Sure. Lol. Wow, that was toxic AF. Hey, it's still it's a good strategy. I hate it. It's like, I don't know which is worse, like your hand getting completely decimated by hand hate, or like running your cards into counter spells. It's both pretty toxic. Ooh, hack. What do we get? Oh, weird card, this one. Still haven't tested it. Alright, now we've got a full play set. It's weird, you have to like have a card or a spell that's been copied that's on the stack, and then you flash that in or something, and then you can copy it and then another time. It's a bit convoluted. Sure. My new thing now is, if you've got more of one of these creature lands, and the usual play I used to do would be like play this one, but then next turn you inevitably top deck the Den of the Bugbear or something. So if you've got another basic to play so that you can curve into your chill lands on turn 3 when it would come into play untapped, then rather start off with the creature lands so that you don't risk sitting with a tapped Den of the Bugbear on, turn 3 or something. Gonzalez. Okay. Nice. Find our combo pieces, ramp into our Rabble Rousing. Play this out turn 3, turn 4, probably, and then go for the big score on like turn 5. Ooh. That's terrifying. Okay, this should help us a lot against clerics. Although, if he gets the... what's it called now? Aura. The Skyclave something. Oh, wow. Okay, we definitely need to hit on this, like, very soon. Oh, God. This is GG. I hope he only gains 1 life this turn and we top deck a land. I actually misplayed. I wasn't supposed to play the Stensia. I was supposed to go for the big score. I was like guaranteeing myself a burn down next turn. That was a huge misplay. Okay. Hopefully just the 1 life gain. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please a land off the top. I'd do anything for a land. Otherwise this game is just over. Oh! Hello? Server? It's not... Doesn't seem to be me. This is happening more and more often. Are you guys getting this types of issues? I'm on like really good internet. Supposedly. Yeah. We're back. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. What happened to my end step? Was that a bug? Where's my dude? Why am I not getting dudes off of my Stensia? Does anybody know? Excuse me. What the hell is going on? I would love to know what in the hell is going on with that. That's a bug, like, for sure. At the beginning of the end step, create a then, like, what? That's clearly a bug. There's something wrong with my stuff. Nice. We will be able to take out that liaison next turn. Fine. Be that way then. Cannot believe my Stensia is just not triggering. Great. Good job, wizards. I wonder what was going on there. I think when the server was hanging like that, it could be just a visual bug and it's actually not on the battlefield, but I have it in my hand. It's one of those like weird things that happens when the server bugs out like that. It's pretty frustrating. You have to like exit the game and come back in. Apparently it happened to a bunch of people like during the set championship last weekend. Not a very good look for the Wizards servers and all of that. It's supposed to be like multi-million-dollar companies. Hey, but we got to show the cleave card there. Pretty nice. Pity he exiled our Rabble Rousing there. We had the Devilish Valet. We were about to do the thing. Banishing Verse. Ruining games. I think that's a mulligan if I ever saw one. Much better. Again, we've got a second basic. At least it's not snow. Or Rakdos. Oh gosh. Bulky. Burn on the Hearts will be great against Planeswalkers if he's got Obnix. See, that's why we play them out first. He's got a third land, he may actually flip the Valky into the Ballet. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna do that. Okay, no, ooh, this is another card I need to still play with. I've got a full play set. Quite like it. Loads of treasures, and you can use those treasures to just keep getting gas. Okay, we've got the mana to do our burn down. Just got to survive until that point. Some chump blockers from the Stensia next turn should help us with that. Nice. Oopsies. Sorry, you can't cast your gold span, and now it's gone. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's play. Hopefully he doesn't have a gold span in hand. Otherwise we're just dead, I think. What? Why would you do that? He just exiled his own gold span to do that. It's my understanding that he could have actually play out stuff. Actually, don't play the envoy because I can't. We're dead. We're dead. It's got trample. We're dead. Pity. So close. One life. Gosh darn it. I'm not sure why he just didn't play the gold span and attack. But hey. On to the next one. We roll with the punches in the BrewLab. We gotta keep it going with a, without giving up. A loss is just an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and try not to repeat them. Caught the mosquito. That was crazy. I love it when you catch a mosquito out of the air like that. What? Sometimes I wish I had a Jar Jar Binks tongue. Not the best, but kind of cool. The Revelry should like keep us alive. I'm hoping it's some... Oh, what? Rakdos again? With Giada sleeves? Trying to confuse me? Cool. Jund stuff, not Rakdos. Cool. Hopefully, no Seeker's Chariots. Pardon me. Nice. I need to also make a sweet-ass Riveteer's Ascendancy brew. I saw Swayze put up a really nice one just the other day. Jaxus. Also another interesting card. I just don't like that you have to discard. Sure. Still got nothing in the yard that he can get back with the Ascendancy. Double card draw though is nice. Very nice. Very nice. Well played. Next turn we can Rabble. Getting there slowly, although I have a bad feeling there's some like rhinos and things coming our way. Ooh. And what, the Jaxus comes back with the Ascendancy? That's nice, man. Let's scry. No. He comes back tapped, which is pretty cool. He's got the mana to again sack it to the merchant. Whew. Nice little brew you got going there, mate. I like it a lot. He doesn't even have to. Wow. Plenty card draw. Woo! Spicy meatballs. You may even have that new Jun card that gets rid of your dudes. Meh. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. 3 plus the one that died was 4, and then we played the Valet, that would have been 5. We could have triggered the Rousing next turn and gone bonkers. That was really silly. Full blitz mode here. Sure. I was so dumb. We need to find a way to make one more creature. Ooh. That'll do it. Thanks. Sure. What does he get? Now we can kill something big with the lantern flares and gain a bunch of life. Let's get rid of the Jaxus. 10 life is pretty decent. Okay, we might just have this. Oh, the only disaster is if he has that sorcery that does damage to a thing, and then the excess damage gets done to the enchantment or artifact. Then he'll get rid of our Rabble Rousing. But if he doesn't have that, we win next turn. Okay, Ziatora's fine. Ziatora is fine. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. You know, let's just be cheeky. Whatever. We win. Oh, we got the combo. So happy. We win. I think we win no matter what. That's super sweet. Let's see how much damage we can do with the Valet. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and I shouldn't have used my... Well, okay, sorry. Damn it, I shouldn't have used my boon. Oh, no, he's got the treasures. That was so dumb. Okay, he uses the treasures. Whew. Very nice. We win. Can we do both of these? It's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh. Maximum damage. Don't scoop, please. Please don't scoop. 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 Oh. Please. There has to be an emote that says, please don't scoop, I'm recording a YouTube video. That was about to be an absurd amount of damage. That's 8, 9 creatures on the board, plus another 9, you know, so you double this 9 times, would have been ridiculous. Oh, man. There really needs to be a thing like, please let me do my combo button. I mean, it's unranked. What have you got to... Just let me do it, dude. But how are we doing for time? Alright, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. We got to do the things. Lantern Flare there. Wow. Gaining that 10 life there for 2 mana was just insanely good. The Sokenzan, also really good in this deck. I forgot to kind of mention that in the introduction, making the little spirits. It's another token generator, like when you're in a pinch and you need to just get up to that 5 to trigger the rousing. Excellent. The Stensia, we didn't really get to do the 7 damage off of the Stensia, but that's okay. Yeah, all in all, pretty fun. I don't know if this is like ladder ready in any way, shape, or form, but this looked like a pretty competitive deck, and we got him good. So that's going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage, but thank you all so much for watching. Let's dive back into the deck and see if there's any final modifications that I would make. But honestly, it's feeling pretty good just the way it is right now. I don't think it'll ever be like fully tier 1 in any way, shape, or form, but if you're after some like fun jank, this is definitely right up there with some fun jank. You've got so many cool little interactions that can happen. And we didn't cast the explosive thing for 10 damage off of our creatures, but yeah, I don't want to go too late. It's already like 2 a.m. so yeah, I think we'll just leave it exactly as it is. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. How would you have built it differently? What are your Devilish Valet brews? How have you been getting it to do its thing? I think the real only way is with Rabble Rousing to really get it to kick off. There might be some other like mass token producers that we can figure out a way of doing. I'm thinking of also Rabble Rousing with Kaya, the 3 mana Kaya. Could be pretty damn cool. You like -2 the Kaya, and then attack with your stuff, and you get double the tokens. That could be pretty nice. So yeah, we'll have to keep that for another day. But as far as tonight goes, that's going to be it. Don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love you all as well to join the Discord community. There's a link in the description as well as the top pinned comment. We're starting to build up a nice little community. I want to, start brewing decks together. So please come join me on the Discord. But I will see you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. I've got a spicy one lined up, so don't forget to tune in. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.